John Ritz, and this is the University of Louisville School of Music. This lab, I consider it to be more of an experimental music studio or computer music studio. That being that our main purpose is in training composers of contemporary classical music to incorporate technology into their music compositions. So we were taking more of an experimental composition approach to the technology than, say, a traditional recording arts approach. I would say that most, if not all, the students that we have coming into the program have very little to no previous experience in Pro Tools. Perhaps very few of them have some experience with digital audio workstations, but very few.
How do you find Pro Tools, and what version of Pro Tools do you use?
Well, we just actually upgraded to 7.4.2, which adds macOS 10.5 compatibility. Honestly, the learning curve isn't that steep for Pro Tools. I think that Digidesign has done a great job making Pro Tools a very intuitive, easy-to-use program. For the most part, a lot of the functions that we use on a regular basis, recording, editing, adding effects, automation, so on, it's all contained within the main edit window. A lot of sequencing software requires you to navigate menus and various window sets to do some of the more basic things you can do right in the edit window in Pro Tools. So in that way, I think it's a very easy program to teach from and a very easy program for students to learn. I think that the most difficult aspect for students to overcome is digital audio theory in general, acoustics, what is sound, how does it work in the natural environment, how do we best use technology like microphones and the computer to capture sound, and to understand some of those basic recording techniques and processing techniques that we use. I think that those aspects are much more difficult and complicated for them to understand than sort of navigating the software. I think so many students today are used to navigating software and working within a GUI and working on the computer, that those kinds of basic, edit, cut type of things are easy for them to grasp, but it's the more kind of technical side of sound itself that becomes complicated too.